quote by Christopher McCandless or Alexander Supertramp from Into the Wild, all the outdoor enthusiasts know. There is no greater joy than to have an endlessly changing horizon, for each day to have a new and different sun. If I could live life like a nomad and just stay out on the road, I would be content. So for this particular trip, it is the spring break of my senior year, and rather than going on vacation with my friends, I decided I would be driving up to the Canadian border by myself. This is the longest trip I've done completely alone, so pretty amped. We'll see how it goes. Let's do this.
Oh yeah, well so it goes, yeah, so it goes.
We made it to Big Sur. We're at Pfeiffer Beach right now.
Yeah, let's take a chance, showing on the boats. Yeah, go and crash that car, unplug that phone. Share your belongings, all them clever drawings. Try to make $1 from the grave. Yeah, sell them belongings, all them clever drawings. Yeah, try to make $1 from the grave.
There's a quote by Henry David Thoreau that I always really liked about solo travel. The man who goes alone can start today, but he who travels with another must wait till that other is ready. I spent a lot of time waiting to try to find people to go on these trips with me, but eventually I realized that it wasn't really going to happen. I needed to just do it myself or it wasn't going to get done. So I started doing it alone, and I love it. It is 6 a.m. Let's try and go skiing. There's a quote that's always really pushed me to do things that I haven't done before, and I don't know who it's by, but life begins at the end of your comfort zone. I've actually only been skiing twice before in my life, so this is going to be really interesting. I saw that there was a Mount Shasta ski resort on the way up here, and I decided that I might as well take advantage of it and try my hand at skiing. Once again, just new experiences, pushing yourself past your comfort zone, and giving yourself something to be proud of. I am now finally leaving California and heading to Crater Lake National Park in Oregon. Most of my outdoor experience in snow has been mountaineering and with crampons and spikes and ice axes, but in Crater Lake I'm going to be snowshoeing for the first time. It's kind of interesting. I've noticed since I started doing this kind of travel that I think in terms of gas, kind of. My whole budget for my life revolves around having enough gas to go to these places and do these things. As long as I have that money for the gas, I can go anywhere and I can do anything.
And vagabond dreaming takes me through the night. Sipping whiskey by the river, living out of sight. 100 miles an hour in the fast lane.
For me personally, my parents got divorced when I was just leaving middle school, going into high school. So I kind of was forced to be pretty independent. Backpacking and these kinds of trips have been a form of escape for me, but more than that, they've also been kind of a source of agency for me in my life. No matter what's going on in my life, I can go send it on one of these trips and just escape for the day. One sort of ground rule that I kind of live by for these kinds of trips is I have to have like a destination at the end of it. I was trying to find one for this trip, and I realized I have a friend from an expedition I did in Patagonia who lives right on the Canadian border on a sailboat. So my destination for the trip is Riley and his sailboat on the Canadian border. I haven't actually seen Riley since Patagonia, so this is going to be really cool to see him. His adventure is water, mine is earth, so it's a different type of trip, and it's one that I'm not familiar with at all. Well, I'm ending my trip. Riley's planning his next, and hopefully I'll come up with another one soon too. It's another trip in the books for me.